This channel is proudly sponsored by the Red Room Publishing. Please check out the links in the description and in the pinned comment for exclusive tabletop RPG products you will find nowhere else. They have recently released the expanded Wretched RPG, and they have updated the free Wretched RPG. Definitely check it out. Here's a promo to one of their games.
Step into this world of shadow and light, where your wit is your greatest weapon, and uncover the secrets that lie hidden in the heart of Paris. Dare to enter the Wretched Epoch.
Hi, welcome to this part of my review featuring the Blackwatch 2385 core book. This is the second edition. If you haven't seen the other parts of my review featuring this sci-fi RPG, where you play as members of the infamous Blackwatch organization, please check out the playlist in the description below. This time we are going to talk about combat. When it comes to the combat round, there are two types of combat you can carry out in Blackwatch, ranged and melee, and combat is split into 6-second intervals, called combat rounds of course. During a combat round, each character can take 2 actions. The type of combat and specific actions available are individually determined for each combatant. It is quite possible one character will be armed with a knife or a sword. Perhaps another one is armed with a Type 3 blaster. When it comes to the actions that you can take, they are quite similar regardless of whether they are ranged combat actions or melee combat actions. You have self-explanatory things such as ready weapon, aim, fire, evade, move, attack, advance, withdraw, block, parry, disengage. But what makes Blackwatch stand apart from other sci-fi RPGs lies in these statements of intent, the way they are handled here. The actions are taken simultaneously, but everyone needs to make the description of their actions, and then the resolutions occur. So to further clarify, every player describes his or her action, and it's important to note that each character can take up to 2 actions, even repeated actions. And then you resolve each situation individually. This is supposed to represent a simultaneous chain of events. The only thing that I would correct in this section is that it says here that the players should say what their characters are going to do, thinking in the future. This is supposed to be simultaneous combat. This is not, I'm going to aim my gun and then I'm going to fire. If in real life or even in fiction, the characters thinking, I am going to do this, to swing that, etc., they get killed. In a real confrontation, and in the best pieces of fiction, combat happens in the present. I kick my opponent in the abdomen. I swing my sword at my enemy's head. I chop down with my axe at my opponent's collarbone. I shoot at the center of my opponent's chest. So it's all about that. The present, the now. That's the only correction that I would make. You can also aim for a particular hit location. Normally, they are determined randomly, but you can also aim for a particular location, but you take a penalty to your roll. When it comes to critical successes and failures, if you achieve a critical success, just as explained in a previous video, then you get to choose if you want to ignore the target's armor or do maximum possible damage for the weapon you are using. And if you get a critical failure, well, you have a table for critical failure effects. Perhaps you end up hitting a friend by mistake, or maybe you lose all actions the next combat round. And this concludes this part of the review. In the next part we are going to continue with this combat structure, covering things such as movement and explosions. So as you can see, despite this somewhat unorthodox resolution of actions, combat is still a very simple process. Thank you for watching this part of the review. Don't forget to leave a like, a comment and subscribe. And thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel through PayPal or DriveThruRPG, the information will be in the description below. This has been Abraham El Jaguar, a professional game master. If you want me to run a game for you, please check out the pinned comment below. And remember, master roleplay and you will master the game. Once again, thank you and see you later.